We've covered Suicune EX, we've covered Raikou EX, and now it's time for the final legendary dog from our new pack, Entei. Entei is a little trickier to use compared to the other two. Its damage potential is lower. With 2 energy you hit for 60, and even with 4 energy you can only hit for 120. That is not very rewarding in today's meta, where most popular Pokemon have at least 140 HP. So how do we make Entei work? By pairing it with Typhlosion for burn pressure and Arceus EX for late game finishing power. Your best opener is Magby while setting up Entei early. In an ideal world, you would like to stack 4 energy onto Entei, but in practice, you'll often need to attack with just 2 energy to keep the pace. From there, you decide either keep fueling Entei for higher damage, or start setting up Typhlosion and Arceus EX on the bench. Entei is your mid-game engine. It deals consistent damage even if the numbers aren't massive. With energy stacked, it can pressure opponents steadily. Typhlosion is your burn specialist. You only need 1 Typhlosion in play, its ability to burn an opponent once. That burn damage turns Entei's attack to 60 into 80. Typhlosion can also act as a backup attacker to finish the weakened Pokemon. Arceus EX is your closer. Once the field is set, Arceus EX comes in paired with burn damage and a full bench dealing 150 damage. That's how you secure win against high HP Pokemon when Entei falls short. Now let's talk about strength and weakness. Now this deck has a strong mid game. Once Typhlosion is ready and Entei is online, you can pressure your opponent every turn. It has a reliable closing power. Arceus EX combined with burn damage gives you the reach need against the bulky meta threats. However, this deck has 3 weaknesses. First, slow early game. Until your setup is ready, you will likely fall behind. Second, damage ceiling. Without Arceus EX, your deck struggles against high HP Pokemon in late games. Lastly, timing matters. You will need to play your turn 4 through 7 wisely. This is your strongest window to secure victory before falling off late. So while Entei might not hit as hard as its legendary dog sibling, pairing it with Typhlosion's burn pressure and Arceus EX's finishing power makes it a solid contender. This is a deck that thrives in a mid game. If you manage your setup carefully, you can take down even the toughest matchup. Stay tuned to watch the gameplay to see the strategy of the deck. The card list for this deck is on the left, and the pack you have to open up to acquire the cards on the right. Let's start. Okay, so good start. Froggy, okay. So Greninja and Suicune setup, I'm assuming. Okay, so that is gonna put something. Okay, so I do have all my basics ready here though. Okay, but I'm probably gonna be losing my Magby, which I don't want that to happen. But let's just set up my Entei quick. And trying to get that 4 energy so I can deal that 120 damage. Okay, so it is a Suicune deck. Hope you miss. Okay, so but the Suicune. Oh, okay. I thought he's gonna put the energy on Misty on Suicune, but okay. So he wants to draw cards. We have 3 Pokemon on the bench. So this will do 60 damage. Okay, so let's actually retreat. And I want to put my Rocky Helmet. Okay, and then let's use Rare Candy. Set up my Typhlosion. Now Fire Breath. Okay, and then Blazing Beatdown. Then next turn, I should be able to get rid of his Suicune EX. Since I am dealing 120 damage. So even if he heals up, I should be able to get rid of his Suicune here. So here comes the Greninja. He cannot get rid of my Entei because he didn't max out his bench. Okay, so that's 80. Water Shuriken, probably Entei. Okay, so 100. Okay, so my Entei will live. Okay, so I do have to build my Typhlosion, I think. Okay, so let's use Fire Breath. Then Blazing Beatdown. Okay, but he does have his Greninja. Okay, but the Greninja cannot attack, but he will be able to get rid of it by Shuriken, so... Sabrina will be really helpful. If I have Sabrina, it's gonna be my win, so... Okay, so Entei is gone. So Typhlosion. But he cannot attack, so that's a good thing. Okay, so another Froggy. That's fine. I'm just gonna Mars him, so he doesn't have any cards to play with. Okay. So we do have... Okay, so we have another Entei here. So let's set that up. Then let's use Mars. He has one card, so he cannot take out his Greninja. Okay, and then let's use Fire Breath. Good. And then Magma Punch. Next turn, I should be able to win with my Cyrus. Let's see what happens. So there is Suicune. I think he will retreat here. Of course. Typhlosion. Okay, so this is going to be my win. Let's bring out that Greninja. Okay, and attack for win. Okay, so let's start with my Macbee. Raikou EX, okay. It's going to be Entei versus Raikou. Zeraora. Yes, I do have to be careful with this elemental switch. So let's take out my Entei, then Cyndaquil. Well, I want... Okay, so let's use... I want to set up my Typhlosion. Well, let's see. Okay, so that's a Raikou. In this case, I will set up my Arceus. And one-shot that Raikou. Because I feel like he has Elemental Switch in his hand right now. Let's see what he's searching for. Or Choreo, I'm assuming. Okay. Elemental switch, of course. When you're seeing a Zeraora and Raikou EX, of course, there is an elemental switch. Okay. So I was right setting up my Arceus. Okay. And I don't like him having too many cards and give him an option here. So let's use Mars. Good. This way he only has 2 cards. Oh, forgot to set another Entei for that maximum damage. Then Ultimate Force. Raikou is gone. And this should be my win here. Because I don't think he has anything to stop my Arceus EX. Good.